Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purāṇamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Vritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Oh Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 11th Adhyay of the Vishwarupa Darshan, and the realized Arjuna, Arjuna having had that realization after getting that vision of the Vishwarupa, of that universal form, of the cosmic form of the Lord, and understanding exactly what is happening there. What is the intent? What is the purpose? And who is this Lord who is behaving like this? Having understood that, now Arjuna has the realization. And like Arjuna spoke about the three types of categories of people in this creation. That one is one who rejoice singing the praises of the Lord. That is one category. Another category, the ignorant ones of the evil intent, of the Rakshasi nature. They are running away directionless. And the third category, Siddhas, the realized souls. With great reverence, they are bowing down before they bow down before the great Lord. Now Arjuna is performing two of these roles here. Let us not forget. Because Sanjay has told Dhritarashtra that Arjuna, most reverentially joining his hands, he has bowed down before Lord Krishna, before that Vishwarupa. So he is performing that role of Siddha. And he has also had the realization what the Siddhas get, what the enlightened souls get of what is the ultimate reality. And having had that realization, like the other devotional creatures in this universe, Arjuna has started singing praises of the Lord. And Arjuna has said that Kasmachatena Nameran Mahatman Gariyase Brahmanopyadi Kartre. Why these Siddhas, they should not bow down before you? It is but natural. Having realized your greatness, they will bow down before you, no doubt about it. So what is there to be wondered about, and why they should not? That is now what exactly Arjuna is also doing. And Arjuna is also now singing the praises and rejoicing singing the praises. Like he had said, Jagat Prarushyatya Anurajyate. This entire creation rejoices in singing your glories, and that is what Arjuna is doing. Arjuna is singing the glories of the great Mahatman. Gariyase Brahmanopyadi Kartre. You are even the primal cause of that great Satchidananda Brahman. Oh Lord, I have realized it. Now you cannot hide it from me. Now I have completely realized who you are. You are even the primal cause of bringing forth that Satchidananda Brahman into existence. That is the ultimate reality that Arjuna has realized. And then Ananta, you are limitless. You are Devesha, you are the God of gods. I have seen with my own Divya Chakshu that you have given, that all these gods and goddesses entering your divine universal Vishwarupa and Jagannivasa. After all, you are the ultimate shelter, ultimate abode, the ultimate refuge for all this creation, because it has come out of you, and one day this whole creation has again go back to that ultimate refuge from where it came. So you are Jagannivasa, and then Tvam Aksharam, you are imperishable. You are imperishable. Nobody can kill you. Nobody can divide you. Nobody can cut you into pieces. You are going to be there, always there. Aksharam. And Sat Asat Param Yat. You are even supreme than all the real things and the unreal things. You are beyond Sat and Asat. You are the transcendental reality. That is what now Arjuna has got into that mode of devotional fervor. He has become a great sadhaka and bhakta now. Arjuna further says in the 30th shloka that we are going to read today, tvamādidevaḥ puruṣaḥ purāṇah tvamasya viśvasya paraṃ nidhānam. Again and again, Arjuna is talking about the viśvasya paraṃ nidhānam. This is a very interesting thing that is to be noted now. Tvamādidevaḥ puruṣaḥ purāṇah tvamasya viśvasya paraṃ nidhānam vettāsi vedyaṃ cha paraṃ cha dhāma tvayā tataṃ viśvamanantarūpam. Arjuna says, tvamādidevaḥ, you are the primal God, you are the God of gods. Even before all these gods came into existence, you have been there. And in fact, all these gods and goddesses, the demigods and celestial creatures, they all worship you. They all enter you. They all merge into you when their time comes. You are the Adideva, Tvam Adidevaḥ. Puruṣaḥ Purāṇa. You are that oldest, the primal Purusha, from whom even this Brahman came into existence, the Satchidananda Brahman. You are that primal Purusha. You are that Purāṇa Purusha, Tvamasya. Tvamasya viśvasya param nidhānam. Again Arjuna is saying, you are that param nidhāna, supreme abode of this creation. Arjuna is saying, this entire creation Lord is devouring, and then happily licking his lips. That we should not forget. How happy Lord is, having devoured this all the worlds, having devoured the entire creation. Lord is happily licking his lips. And this impression Arjuna has very strongly borne in his mind. He is the Paramanidhana of the Vishwa. Previous shloka also he spoke about the same thing, Jagannivasa. Here he is saying, Viśvasya Paramanidhanam. You are the ultimate abode, you are the ultimate refuge of this entire universe, of this entire creation. And further he says, vettāsi vedyaṃ cha paraṃ cha dhāma. Vettāsi vedyaṃ. Vettāsi, vetta is the knower. And vedyaṃ, the one to be known. You are that knower, you are that ultimate knower, and you are also the one to be known by these enlightened souls. When we start our spiritual journey, when we start our journey towards our liberation, towards the enlightenment, our objective is to know the ultimate truth. Now, what is that ultimate truth? What is that to be known? Is the Lord. And Lord also is the knower ultimately. When we reach the Lord, we become the one. Then we know, okay, what was to be known. Then the aspirant, then the devotee, then the jnani who is walking on this path of spirituality, of attaining the enlightenment, of attaining the liberation, also becomes the knower. So that is the ultimate reality to be known. The knower and what is to be known, they are one and the same thing. Like Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Bhagavad, Bhakta, Bhagavan. They are all same. It is a triangle kind of. And the same entity which is there in the Bhagavan, that same entity, that same eternal spiritual entity is there in the Bhagavad. through Bhagavad we know the Bhagavan. So through the way of knowing what is to be known and the knower, they become ultimately the same thing. So Arjuna says, vettāsi vedyaṃ. You are the knower as well as you are the one to be known. We are all progressing on that path of knowing you, and ultimately we know that you are that same knower to which we are following to know that thing. Vettāsi vedyaṃ cha paraṃ cha dhāma. And again Arjuna talks about this dhāma, this nivāsa, this abode. You are the ultimate abode, the nidhānam, the dhāma, the nivāsa. That is the ultimate abode. Abode for what? Paraṃ cha dhāmam tvayā tataṃ viśvamanantarūpa. Oh Anantarūpa. Oh, one with the infinite form. You are the ultimate refuge. You are the ultimate abode which pervades this entire creation. So this particular quote of Arjuna in this shloka, that the Lord is paraṃ nidhānam, that it is the dhāma which is pervading the entire creation. Dhāma tvayā tataṃ viśvam. You are that ultimate place which is pervading this entire creation. So this is Arjuna's way of expressing what he has ultimately understood out of seeing this universal form, seeing this Vishwarupa, and he has started singing praises about it. The Lord is Adideva, or the Primal God, because of his being the source of everything sentient and insentient. Arjuna has seen all these gods and goddesses, the demigods, the celestial beings, all these Rudras and Ashwinis and the Maruts. They are all entering. They are all getting back to their original place, their original abode. And that is where the ultimate Adideva is in the form of that universal form, in that Vishwarupa. That is the Adideva. That now Arjuna has understood. The Puri of Prakriti is his construction, and he being its oldest occupant, he is known as the Adi Purusha, the Parama Purusha, the Purāṇa Purusha. He is the one who is ultimately there in this entire creation. This creation we are seeing today is of this present time. Maybe millions and trillions of years back there was some other creation before Lord gave birth to this creation. But the Lord has always been there. That holder, that beholder of the Prakriti, beholder of that Puri as a Purusha is always been there. He is Ananta. He is Akshara. That Purusha is already there, and therefore Arjuna refers to him as Purāṇa Purusha. You are holding this Prakriti, and this Prakriti we are seeing is of today's current Prakriti that we are seeing. We don't know how many Prakritis, how many creations went before this existing creation. We are today on this earth. Earth is part of the solar system. Solar system is part of the Milky Way. Milky Way is part of the galaxy and all these things. But what happened earlier? When before this creation came into existence, before Lord projected this creation, there might have been some other creation. We might have been in some other form. We might have been on some other planet. But the Purusha remains the same. That Purusha remains Purāṇa, the ancient one, the real one. The Purusha remains the same. Then, for this reason, when Prakriti is withdrawn during Pralaya, it goes to rest in him, and therefore it is called as the viśvasya nidhānam. Ultimate creation, the ultimate place for this creation is the Lord. So, it is param nidhānam, it is the Supreme Abode. Now Arjuna has clearly understood what this whole magic is, what this whole game is, what this whole play of the Lord is. That from here comes everything. Even the gods and goddesses come from him and they go back in him. So he is Adideva. The Prakriti comes from him. The Prakriti goes back to him. He is the Purusha. And as the Prakriti, as the creation goes back to him ultimately, as this entire universe goes back to him ultimately, he is viśvasya paraṃ nidhānam. That is the ultimate reality that Arjuna has now understood. The sun throws light and reveals the earth that has come out from itself. Akin to this, like earth, this entire solar system has come out from the sun. That is what now we know actually for reality. We did all this, the planets in the solar system, there at some point of time they were all part of that sun. They all came out from it. Likewise, this entire creation came out from that Adi Purusha, that Parama Purusha, that Adi Deva, and who happens to be the viśvasya param nidhānam. The sea is the abode, it being the originator, the sustainer, and the withholder of the waves. These are all the examples Swami Chidbhavananda is now quoting to make us understand the ultimate reality of the Lord in that universal form. From sun come the solar system. That is the ultimate owner of the solar system. The ocean, from ocean, we look at all those waves which are nicely dancing on the surface of the ocean waters. Those waves, they belong to ocean. Ocean doesn't belong to waves. Wave is there, next moment it is gone. Waves belong to the ocean. The solar system belongs to the sun. This creation belongs to the Adi Deva. Creation belongs to the Parama Purusha. Creation belongs to the viśvasya parama nidhānam. Even so, the Lord is the supreme abode, param dhāma of the universe. That is where ultimately everything is going to go. When this entire creation comes to an end, it is going back into the Lord. And this Arjuna has seen with his own eyes. Having devoured this entire, all the worlds and the creation, how happily Lord, and Lord is not repentant or Lord is not sad on destroying his own creation. Lord is very happy. In fact, Lord has licked his lips. Like when we eat something which is so dear to us, which we like so much, after eating that, after drinking that, how we lick our lips, not even to allow a trace of that particle of the food which we have liked to go waste, and we just lick it. That is the ultimate satisfaction, and that is what Arjuna is saying. Having devoured this entire creation, the Lord has finally licked his lips, and that indicates he is the ultimate the super destination, for that matter, the supreme abode, the supreme resting place for this entire creation. So there again, Arjuna, in most poetic language, he has started singing the praises of the Lord, having understood, these are not just false praises. These are from his heart. That's what he has really understood, having seen that Vishwarupa. So that was the 38th Shloka of the Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga, the 11th Adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita that we read today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.